Hello, I'm here today to talk about student welfare. But before I get into that, I want you to cast your minds back to when you were in school. Perhaps your classroom looks something like this. If you're not 110 years old, then maybe that photo is in color. Now, I want you to think about your teachers and your school system. Maybe your school had a well-being team or school counselors, but did they actually care about you? Did they care about your learning and the way that you learned? I think a lot of us, that answer is no. If we did not understand something, then that was our own problem. Classes were not differentiated to fit the learner's needs. Differentiation is actually set out by the Victorian government in the High Impact Teaching Strategies. This informs teaching pedagogy in Victoria. This strategy recognises each student has different abilities and targets every level of learning within the classroom. The attitude that while that student is behind, there isn't much we can do does not exist in differentiated classes. The state government has formed a pedagogical model for teaching. As you can see, student achievement, engagement, and well-being is at the center of the model. Student welfare underpins all 5 domains of the pedagogical model. But put plainly, pedagogy is about how we teach. Will we teach to get good grades, or will we teach to enhance our students as a whole? Dina Whitman, in her book Promoting Positive Behavior, argues that positive relationships are central to creating and maintaining supportive and safe learning environments. If we then look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and the basic ones being physiological and safety, creating these positive relational environments with student welfare at the center is essential if we want our students to reach their full potential. This is also in line with Alison Will's statement that there is an evident need to consider the pressures and stresses that impact student performance and the roles that teachers play in managing student well-being. Let's move on to the Victorian curriculum. For this, we will look at personal and social capabilities, the strands being self-awareness and management, and social awareness and management. As student welfare is not an explicit class, these content descriptors are woven throughout a student's educational career, in English, maths, science, etc. The Australian Professional Standards for Teaching, which all teachers must be able to demonstrate, links to student well-being with the standards 4.1, 4.4, and 7.3. School is more than Jackson 5's ABC 1, 2, 3. It is more than our students getting good grades. Education is preparing students for the world. It is helping create young people who are well-informed, well-adjusted members of society. When students' welfare and well-being is at the center, we create young people who are emotionally intelligent and equipped for what their futures have for them.